They're waiting for you, Gordon, in the test chamber.
Well, this one kind of took me by surprise, but I really just don't pay that much attention to the Half-Life scene in general, even though I should. Especially since amazing content like Entropy Zero 2 is just out there free to play. Like, if you haven't played Entropy Zero 2 yet, go download it right now. You'll thank me later. I saw the trailer drop for this Half-Life Ray Trace mod the other night, and it had a couple thousand views. I figured this was just a bit of an obscure mod that might just end up being a piece of forgettable jank. Checked it a day later, and well, there's a lot of interest in something like this apparently. I am older than I care to admit, but I will say that Half-Life, which was released in 1998, was a very important game in my adolescence. However, as time marches on, there's a new generation of gamer that's discovering these games from the 90s for the first time. The Zoomers. You know, I'm just on the sidelines here like a proud mentor, cheering them on, like, yes, there is more to gaming than Black Ops 2. And even if it was amazing to you when you were like 10, if you thought it was some kind of peak in gaming, you've just not seen enough. You just don't have enough information. One of the things that tends to come up when talking about Half-Life and the other original Gold Source games is that the graphics are a bit dated. I've even seen someone refer to simulation sickness when it comes to old games like this.
The graphics bounce me right off. I get terrible simulation sickness and I have to stop or I'll vomit.
You serious?
Anyways, yeah, Black Mesa is a monumental achievement, and if you've never heard of it before, it essentially remakes the entirety of Half-Life 1 in the Source engine, which powered Half-Life 2. I've always wanted to write a video for this game, but it's already been covered to death, so whatever. If you haven't played Black Mesa, you owe it to yourself to play it. However, I've often heard that it can stand in place of the original game as some kind of replacement. If you make this argument, you're just wrong. Sorry. Half-Life is Half-Life. Black Mesa is Black Mesa. Black Mesa is not Half-Life. End of story. Oh yeah, Valve also officially ported Half-Life to the Source engine at one point, and it was trash. Please just never play that version. The fact that Valve still sells this on the Steam store is criminal. So, enter Half-Life 1 Ray Traced. I honestly didn't expect to really like this, but like 30 minutes in and I'm just straight up playing Half-Life again, I guess. Now, a lot has been made of the merits and downfalls of ray tracing in general. I'm of the opinion that most modern games are more than fine without it, considering the outrageous demand it places on your machine. Not gonna lie, a 25-year-old game making my PC sound like this is kinda comical. Thankfully, we have stuff like Nvidia's DLSS and AMD's FSR to work their like AI black magic and recover some of those frames. There was a weird bug with this release that didn't let me enable DLSS, but I could run FSR even though I have an Nvidia GPU, not AMD. I didn't read too much into it because, well, it helped from turning this into a slideshow. There aren't really any changes here to the core game, besides a few extra light sources here and there, like these flashlights on the floor or flashing lights from vents that didn't have them before. Anything that has been changed was done so in a very tasteful way, and frankly, the addition of modern lighting tech is an incredible fit for a game like Half-Life. Everything just felt right. Back when RTX was first released, we got Quake 2 RTX, which basically destroyed my computer. I felt like the changes made in that to simply show off the tech as well, it was a bit weird. I mean, I thought it was cool, however, it did kind of look a bit gaudy compared to old Fateful Brown. Also, why didn't they add in muzzle flashes? I skimmed through a few of the major sections of the game, and one of the notable differences I loved was how skyboxes and outside lighting was handled. Like, Zen was just a major vibe. It took what was one of the most loathed and frankly low effort sections of the game and really gave it a ton of life. Also, in the sections where you end up topside at the Black Mesa facility, the overbearing power of the sun in the Arizona desert is presented really well. Anyone who's been to Arizona in the summer months will know what I mean. I don't even understand why people live there. Blast Pit was super cool, I thought, and the ray traced lighting in this section was just phenomenal. Questionable ethics was also really great. One minor change I really liked was the changing of the size of the font announcing the next section of the game. Just a really cool little change. Just vibes, man. No, I didn't play on a rail. I'm sure it looks nice. Anyways, that's all I felt like rambling about with this mod. Like I said, I didn't expect much out of it, and kind of figured it'd end up as some forgettable jank, frankly. But I was pleasantly surprised. I didn't dive too deep into whether there's plans to slap this onto Blue Shift or Opposing Force, but that would be really cool if someone did. Thanks for watching.